big question is this: why is Guinea doing this? What does it gain from occupying a small but strategic piece of Sierra Leonean land, especially after decades of saying it would withdraw? Now, to answer that, we need to look at what's happening inside Guinea right now. Since 2021, Guinea has been under military rule. That year, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, a former French legionnaire, led a coup that ousted President Alpha Condé, citing corruption, constitutional manipulation, and bad governance. Doumbouya promised a transition, promised reform. But fast forward to today, Guinea's still in military hands, with elections postponed multiple times and growing concerns about the junta's long-term intentions. So what does that have to do with Yenga? Well, when military regimes face internal pressure, they often look outside for a unifying distraction. And a long-running territorial dispute like Yenga is the perfect tool. It rallies nationalist sentiment at home. We're protecting what's rightfully ours. It projects strength, showing the junta is in control, not just of Guinea, but of the region. And it buys time by shifting the public conversation away from delayed elections, unrest, and economic stagnation. Let's also not forget, Yenga is more than symbolic. It sits near the Makona River, a resource-rich area with implications for trade, farming, and strategic control. Control over this territory means leverage, politically, economically, and militarily. And for a junta that's already on shaky ground, that leverage might be too valuable to give up. In fact, some analysts believe that what we're seeing in Yenga is part of a broader trend among West Africa's military regimes, like in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, where national sovereignty becomes both a rallying cry and a political shield. But here's the difference. Burkina Faso and Mali are standing up to external powers. Guinea, it's asserting power over a fellow African state. And that raises serious questions, not just about Guinea's motives, but about the kind of regional politics we're walking into. Because if sovereignty is being used as an excuse to occupy another country's land, then what kind of sovereignty is that, really?